the 51st best app in terms of finance
Yeah.
on in the App Store. Which I mean, a lot. And when you see some of the reviews, they're saying that's a waste of time. That's this. That's that. But that's what happens when they're like, yeah, we need to get as many people as we can on here, and now we're gonna switch up the tempo just to
Yeah.
make it behoove us. This is gonna be better for us.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to YBI. We talk about opinions and ways and strategies to grow your financial self. It's Roman and Zion here, and we're coming at you with some great things today. Zion, we got going on for the people?
Today we have a review of MoneyLion, this app that people have been talking about and saying, you know what, we need to go ahead and dive into that, see what's to this app. Just another simple review, just like our stash reviews and our other reviews. We are not sponsored by these companies, but we wanted to take a look at them and give you guys some information and our opinions on what it looks like. So let's hop right in there.
Yep. So the first opinion we're going to ask you guys just to go take a look at for it is to hit that like button down below or share for us. And like I said, if you're watching us on YouTube, we also have audio podcasts that you can get anywhere you get your audio podcast listening done. Yeah. MoneyLion.
All of that. MoneyLion.
So first we were hearing about it for some people, and I actually have used MoneyLion before. Because when I first heard about them, I was like, oh, this is a pretty good company. Let me actually try them out. So when I first started using them, so many people that don't know about MoneyLion, they try to be a one-stop shop for all your financial needs, banking, investing, loans, all that jazz, as kind of most fintech companies kind of are nowadays. Um, their kind of niche of kind of how they started was they were like, we're trying to help people build their credit, trying to help people like raise their credit scores. So for a membership fee, we're going to offer low interest rate loans of like $500 for like 6% interest, and you pay back the loan and build credit history with a small loan, basically. In addition to that, you would pay a membership fee, like I think it was about $20 a month, and that would just pay for your membership into that. So you pay $20 a month plus the payment for the loan. In addition to that, what was really nice is they would give you the membership fee back though. If you logged onto the app every day, they would give you $1 back in cash back rewards. And you would end up basically getting it for free, if not actually making some money just from logging onto the app every day. They also at the time had an auto investment program where if they wanted you to invest as well. So they would make you basically build your credit history, save money, and invest all that kind of one stop shop in one motion. And it was good because it was kind of like Acorns in the sense where they would make a portfolio for you, invest that for you, and then once you paid off your loan, you could cash out that investment fund if you wanted to. So I really liked them in the beginning. I was like 6% interest loan. That's really low. $500 can pay that back no problem, just to like build up some credit history. Awesome. I'll definitely try that out. Tried them out for the first year, liked them a lot. The next time they changed up their entire business model. They went from offering like 6% interest loans to doing all the way up to 29.99% interest loans on them now. And like they're like $1,000. Right then and there, I was like, no. When it was 6% interest, okay, cool. But when you add 30% interest on top of $1,000 loan, that's an extra $300 out of nowhere. On top of you still had to pay the membership fee to be a part of the MoneyLion crew. Um, so you're at that point, you're then paying $20 a month. That's $102. That's $402 a year just paying towards a loan. Now they still offer ways to get the membership fee back if you sign up for their debit card and use the debit card for purchases. You can get cash back that way. But I'm like, so now they're kind of making you use their banking systems to basically get the money back and save any type of money with them. And at that point, I didn't feel like the company was for people to build their wealth and to build their credit, as far as they were just taking advantage of people with low credit. Because once you're charging 30% interest loans and extra fees on that, and then I'll go on the website now too, just so you all can kind of see. If you're on the audio podcast, you can check this out, or just go on the website and see this. Zion, can you see the website?
I can. Moneyline.com.
Yep. So this is the phone main page of it. You go right on there. They have all their products here where they offer mobile banking, cash advances, credit builder loans, which is their main loan I was talking about, automated investing, financial tracking, personal banking, all that jazz. And right in there. So basically how it works is they basically want you to sign up for, where is the credit builder plus. Once you sign up for that, it says, let's see, where's the interest? I don't know if they have it on the top here. Let's go to pricing. See how fast this internet works. Oh, they don't even go over the pricing in the main page there. So they kind of don't even let you see it until you get in there.
Which is very typical about banking apps when they don't want you to know
Yeah.
exactly how much you're gonna. Oh no, down at the bottom.
Oh no,
There's
but that's for transfers, but it's not saying how much the there's credit plus
money.
membership. There it is. So this is the
There you go.
membership. And then so after you pay the $20 per month, on top of that, you get a $500,000 loan. So it could vary. Okay, so this is also something. So they did add this back where you could have it could go from 6% up to 30%. So I would say at that case, look and see which one, if you do decide to use this service, see which ones, because if it's a 30% loan, I'm saying no. But if they still offer a 6% loan on something like that, it could still be useful, especially if you're building credit. The bad thing is you still have to pay that $20 monthly fee. So if you do use their debit card and you get the cash back and you can somehow make all that back, it might be worth it. But then you basically have to put all your banking on MoneyLion. So you kind of have to just figure out if you want to use their service. I guess to get full advantage of it, you have to use everything they offer. I don't, and that's what makes it. I don't like that. I don't want to
I
be
mean, that's the
forced
thing though. I understand their initial business plan was to get people to use the app, and it worked obviously for them to say, you know what, we want to get as many people as we can using the app, and now the app is, let's see where they're at app wise in terms of their financing. They have 69,000 people that have downloaded the app, 4.7 star rating, and number 51 on finance. This is number 51, the 51st best app in terms of finance in the App Store, which, I mean, and when you see some of the reviews, they're saying it's a waste of time, that's this, that's that. But that's what happens when they're like, yeah, we need to get as many people as we can on here, and now we're gonna switch up the tempo just to make it behoove us. This is gonna be better for us, because a lot of the other banks are charging the 30%, the 24.99% interest, and the 29.99%. So they're losing out on a lot of money initially. And now they're trying to recoup a lot of money
initially, and they're trying to recoup now, but they're still, it says it's varying between that 6%, and I feel like that, I don't know, for a fintech company, which their costs, I don't know, can be that high to, I mean, you're still making 6% off the money plus the $20 a month monthly membership fee, so that's still a positive profit margin there, unless their costs are just outrageously high.
My guess would be that the 6% is for people with good credit already.
With already established credit, and anyone with building credit, you're going to get charged 30%, which is bad because they started off being for people with low credit to get a first initial loan, which I guess they couldn't keep that model for long. But that's why I like them, because that's why I wanted to try them out, was for this channel. It's like, okay, can this really help people? And it's not kind of fair if the people who are starting out end up getting that 30% loan, but I guess that's about average for most people. So how we feel about MoneyLion?
I mean,
like they have credit monitoring, of course, and they do a lot of things that if you see on like Credit Karma or Experian, well, they'll try to match you with different lenders and such. You can fill out different loan applications for auto and personal and all that jazz. I always would usually advise not to do so, but of course, it's your money, it's your life. Do kind of what you want to do on it. We're here for your entertainment and to give our stories about things and to review products that we have used for you guys. So overall, with MoneyLion,
here's what I'll say. Especially if you're going to do this, you have to just be aware of the fact that all the fees, they're going to be fees. And it says, especially with these cash advances, watch these cash advances. Don't do cash advances.
Avoid cash advance loans at all costs.
It says 0% APR in the first year and up to $250 that will give you right now. Don't do cash advances. They're not necessary. Using MoneyLion in terms of for your banking in general is probably okay. again, I'm just a person that I like to diversify with major brands. Like when I travel, I was in South Dakota like what 3 days ago, and there's still Chase Banks there. There are still PNCs there. So it's like I can go anywhere to sit down with somebody. If I lost my debit card, I just went to another PNC and was like, "Hey, can y'all print me another one?" You don't have those type of things with Moneyline. If you lose your debit card, you're going to be sitting for some time because it's not one of those major banks with, that you can just walk into and just be like, "Oh yeah, I lost the debit card. I need to get something like that."
Yeah. And they are still
I feel
growing.
like
they are still growing. They're still getting there. Like you were just saying, Chase and most of those banks do pay that monthly fee, monthly maintenance fee, like $12 a month. I think is the average. A lot of people get those fees waived from direct deposit from their jobs and other things. Moneyline's $20 no matter what, unless you spend money with the debit card. And if you're, I don't know, if you're pretty frugal and you're not really doing 20, 30 transactions per month, really, and you're doing more like 10 just for your bills, you're still paying money out of pocket just for a fee for a bank when there's tons of other free banks.
Yeah.
And
I think that's one of the bigger things for me. And when it comes down to like, I'm not seeing the most benefit from this, since like you said, I'm not having to pay all of the additional fees with my current banking systems. I don't need a cash advance. You don't need your money 2 days early. You could want your money 2 days early, but you don't necessarily need your money 2 days early if you are budgeting correctly. And if you're looking at your money in terms of monthly costs altogether, how much do I need? How much do I have? If you have an emergency fund, if you have your savings account set up, if you've got all these other things, you don't need all of these other things. So I feel like this is more of I'm just getting started in getting my financial self together, and I need something to aid in that process. But still, they look to like do the bait and switch with those types of people.
Yeah.
Say, hey, you can get this loan real quick just to get you to the next check, but then they're going to take more of your next check than what they gave you on the loan. So that's not what you want to do. So in terms of if you're brand new to the financial game, I would say that you need to start with creating a solid budget and making sure that you are balancing that like every 2 weeks. Every time you get paid, you need to make sure that all of your bills are getting paid, and then you give yourself some money to use rather than taking that money from somebody else who's going to charge you to use it.
Yep.
That's where I'm at with it.
Oh man, I lost my train of. Oh yeah, and also even with the major bank, Chase, Wells Fargo, whatever, or even online banks. Well, there's still bigger banks like Discover, Goldman Sachs has a lot of online stuff now. Ally, working with them, you can call their customer service line if you're. Only way I can see you wanting to use Moneyline is if you're like, okay, I want to get a loan, but I can't get approved anywhere. I want to do this, but I can't get approved anywhere. So you're willing to try to pay extra fees to get approved. But a lot of people end up having a checking account already with Chase for years. You might be living in the same neighborhood for a while. Talk to your local bankers. There's actually a person in a location you can go to. Even with COVID time, you usually can still see a banker with an appointment, mask up, hand sanitize, and everything. Or call them and say, hey, this is what I'm doing. Or they'll at least give you advice from a certified banker or CFA to say, hey, they'll put you on a retirement plan, or to say, hey, if you want to get approved for a home loan or auto loan, this is what you need to do. The bank is there for you. Like your money is there. They want to help increase your income and your wealth, because the more money you put into any bank at all helps their balance books and their balance sheets at the end of the day. So don't be afraid to talk to the bank you currently have and then be like, hey, how can I get approved for this? How can I do that? How can I work on my credit? That's what they're there for.
Exactly. I don't think enough people are talking to their bankers. Before I moved, I knew my bankers personally. I set my account up when I was in high school. I went there probably once every couple of months. They remembered who I was. And I created a rapport with them specifically. And I was like, if I ever have any problems, if there is something that pops up on my account that I don't understand, if I need to make some large transactions, if I need to do X, Y, Z, that person is there for me if I have questions, all that. And I feel like that is something that people kind of sleep on.
Yeah.
But it's definitely an essential in terms of making sure that you are fully aware of everything that you even have access to. Your bank probably has things that you aren't aware of. Like I was like, oh yeah, I got to go back to school and I need XYZ. And they're like, oh yeah, we can give you cash back because you're going back to school, or we can waive such fee because you're going back to school. But you wouldn't know that unless you talk to those people who actually do know. So
Yep.
I think that's another positive to using one of the bigger banks with branches and things, as opposed to MoneyLion.
Yep. So I think overall we're both kind of like negative on MoneyLion, unless you truly understand it and you feel like you can work it and use it, and don't get lost in those, because the homepage says no, with no hidden fees and all that. They're very clear about some things and all that, but just don't get lost in it. Don't fall for it.
No
Be
hidden
very
fees
smart.
just means that you
Read
have
the
to
terms.
scroll down
Yeah.
to see the fees. Like there are still fees. They're
Yeah.
they're there. They're just not hidden.
Exactly.
yeah.
So be smart, guys. Read all the things. Know what you're doing with your money.
Yep. I think that's going to wrap it up for us. Really quick review on MoneyLion. But as always, go check out the other videos that we've done. We just released one last week about starting up a portfolio. That was fantastic. We had a social media spotlight that we did. We got some new stuff coming very soon. And that's going to be it. That's going to be it for us today, guys. As always, we appreciate you guys. Like, share, subscribe. And you guys know we may be young and we may even be broke, but we are always investing. Thank you guys so much. Till next time. Peace.
And also, if you haven't, check out the links below for all your investments for M1, Webull, MoneyLion, Stash, any of those things that we've ever mentioned. There's usually a link down below for it, or to our website and other content. Hey everybody, thank you for listening to Young Broke and Investing. We just want to let you know that these are the opinions of the hosts. They're not meant to be the basis of any security purchases or investments. We're trying to give a little information out there for everybody, and have fun and be safe.